After her husband's murder, challenged even the most capable Tsar, the dark-haired Greek princess was greater than most men. Beautiful and cunning, Maria Paleologina Cantacuzene was a daughter of two of the greatest families in Constantinople. She had wed the Tsar on the orders of her uncle, the Emperor, but her Byzantine guile proved as much a benefit to her husband. When a rival Boliar threatened Constantine's rule, Maria offered to adopt him as her son and heir. The opportunistic Boliar accepted and feasted in the Tsar's court, only to be found dead shortly afterward. Poisoned. But now, with an uprising in the countryside and scheming Boliars in her own court, it would take all of Maria's cunning to preserve her power. But a more threatening menace came from her own uncle. The headstrong Roman Emperor Mikhail Palaiologos demanded his niece's submission. The Tsarina, just as strong-willed, refused. Ivan Asen and his Roman thugs are desecrating the Church of the Patriarchs. Save the church, and you will be rewarded beyond your dreams.
Ivайло! Help us!
The little piglet has come to play. Do not worry, piglet. You will have a place in my kingdom. Shoveling pig dung.
Приказания. Оръжие. К вашим услугам. Да, господин. Аз делаю. Понятно. Да. К вашим услугам. Понятно. Да. Приказания. Бой. К вашим услугам.
Join me, Ivайло. I promise you that no woman is quite like me.
Да, да, господин. Да, господин. Аз делаю. Так. Приказания. Да, господин. Аз делаю. Ваши условия. Приказания. Аз делаю. Да, господин. Аз делаю.
Our enemies have stolen the relics of Saint Ivan of Rila. It would give me such pleasure if you found the relics and brought them to the monastery.
I grow weary of you. I will crush you now and take the throne from that harlot of an empress. Run, run, run! Back to your sow, little piglet.
Oh, that pesky little Ivan is still running about. It would please me if you made him squeal for mercy.
Тотчас долаю. Да. Аз убираюсь.
Здравствуй. Аз готова. Приказания.
Разбирателно. Да, да. Тотчас долаю. Да, приказания.
Да. Зиждите.
Зиждите.
Приказания.
Да. Аз готов. Да, собирател. Атака. Да, приказания. Да. Вашим условиям. Какое оружие? Аз делаю. Приказания? Да, понятно. Аз делаю. Ваши да, господин. Понятно. Вашим аз делаю. Да, господин. Аз делаю. Атака. Приказания. Приказания. Атака. Вашим условиям. Да. Бой!
No bother. They're only men. There's many more where they came from.
Вашими словами. Под бой.
Da. Oh, Ivайло, our enemies are almost defeated. Hold the church a little longer. Da. Such aggression. I find your victory so alluring.
I will not be denied my kingship. Right, Conings. Right to the church and slaughter my enemies. This cannot be! You have made very powerful enemies, swineherd! The Emperor will not forget this!
Ivailo's army filled the Yantra River with Roman dead, securing Maria's place on the throne. Now, as Ivайло stepped before her, the Tsarina placed the Tsar's crown, once worn by her husband and father of her child, on the swineherd's head. Then, in a hasty ceremony, Maria wed the newly crowned Tsar, tying her Ivайло watched suspiciously as the boyars bowed their heads in his presence. No matter what respect they showed him as Tsar in daylight, he knew they wished Cernovo might be the city of the Tsars, but it belonged to the boyars. Ivайло knew that remaining there would be a death sentence, but he was tied to the city. The Tsarina was carrying his child, yet fatherhood would... The emperor was undeterred by Ivan Asen's defeat. He enlisted his son-in-law, a great Mongol warlord named Nogai, to unleash a descendant of Genghis Khan. Nogai was broad-shouldered and barrel-chested. He had lost an eye battling a brother in the Caucasus, a disfigurement that cost him the chance to rule as Khan of the Golden Horde. However, that was to his liking. Nogai was not a man to sit idly in a golden tent. He became the kingmaker and the real power behind the Horde, leading its warriors into battle. Mongols, Tatars, humans, warriors as numerous as blades of grass streamed across the Danube into Bulgaria. Ivайло raced in the middle of the night to the river town of Drastar. There, he would raise an army. In Cernovo, the Tsarina, alone and with child, waited for him.
The Mongols have challenged the champion to single combat. Branislav has volunteered. If he dies before we reach Thrashtar, the garrison will lose hope and surrender to the Mongols. We must hurry, Ivайло.
You finally come, Tsar of the Bulgars! Nogai Khan looks forward to a great battle! Do not disappoint him!
Tsar, do not worry yourself over resources. We have stocked the town with everything you will need. Lead our armies, and we will provide for them.
Да, понятно.
Tsar, Tatar has been waiting for you outside the city walls. He calls himself Qasim Bey and says he has an offer for you.
Tsar Ivайло, we are kindred spirits. We both wish to free our peoples. Kill the Khans who rule the Tatars and Cumans, and these tribes will turn against the Mongols.
Nogai Khan will grant you a noble death. You will be boiled alive and impaled in front of Nogai's tent.
Ваша мозгова.
My Tatar brothers, I have freed you. Ride against Nogai Khan.
Nogai Khan's horsemen are like blades of grass on the open steppe. Thousands may be trampled, but the horde marches on.
Да, все оружие.
Ride, humans. You are now free. Destroy the Mongols.
Strong steel can only come from a hot forge. You have shown Nogai Khan who is weakest among his warriors.
Приказания. К вашему здоровью. Так, господи. Аздылаю. Я так.
It has been an honor to fight a strong enemy! Go now, Tsar of the Bulgars! Your throne has been taken by traitors!
A lone rider approached Draster and called for the Tsar. Ivайло wondered, was this a man? But as the Tsar raised himself against the battlements, he could see the horseman was a Bulgarian. What were? No, the rider bore a message which chilled Ivайло and the survivors of Tsar. The horseman began. Your men in Ternovar are dead, murdered by the Bolyars who have opened the gates to Ivan Asen. Ivайло rode south, galloping past torched villages and overturned fields. He rode under the tall peaks and through the narrow passages of the Balkan mountains. A great Roman army was approaching, sent to reinforce Ivan's faction in Ternovo. The army was commanded by the general, Mika, with Ivan in the north and the Romans marching from the south. Ivайло knew neither refuge nor retreat remained for his life, but these valleys had witnessed impossible victories before. Here was where Bulgarian Khans and Tsars etched their places in history. The walls of granite rock echoed the names of heroes like Krum, Simeon, and
Bulgarians, lay down your swords and turn over the one called Ivайло. The Emperor will spare your lives. He only demands your leader.
Roman dog. Come and take him.
Tsar, Ivan Asen's men hold this town. You will have to go through the mountains to reach your warriors defending the pass. Like you, my people are forced by persecution into the mountains. They mark their hideouts with ancient statues. Help me shepherd them, and they will aid you.
Понятно. К вашим собираюсь. Во имя Господа.
Правильно, тотчас долаю. Да, аз долаю. Здраво, правилно. Аз го тотчас долаю. Аз долаю. Да. Исура, правилно. Тотчас долаю. Да. Тотчас долаю. Правилно. Аз долаю. Правилно. Тотчас долаю. Аз долаю. Да. Исура, правилно. Аз долаю. Тотчас долаю. Да. Аз долаю. Да. Правилно. Да. Исура, тотчас долаю. Правилно. Аз долаю. Да. Тотчас долаю. Да. Аз долаю. Аз готов. Правилно. Тотчас долаю. Аз долаю.
Здрав будь.
I have heard of scouting with sheep, but pigs? That's crazy enough to work.
Tsar, a Tatar warband came through here looking for the Roman supply camp. Their leader said he was a friend of his.
Tsar, it is me, Qasim. You knew I could not let you fight alone. Go on to the pass. My men are in position to raid the Roman rear.
I have defeated Turks and treacherous Latin crusaders. I will not return to my emperor without victory.
You are quite popular with the Romans, it seems, Tsar. It's about time you come here. Welcome to Kotel Pass, the Valley of Death.
Tsar,
I have no intention of discouraging you from killing every cursed Roman. But our goal should be Devnia. If we take the castle, we control the region.
The Emperor has taken good care of your wife and child, Ivайло. He will be merciful to you. Surrender now!
Приказание аз готов. Зиждител.
I'm coming for you, Ivайло!
I bring a news from Tarnovo. That cursed dog Ivan Asan has fled like a coward after hearing how we have been killing Romans here. Sir.
Ivайло's impossible victory at the Kotel Pass brought fear to Ivan. He abandoned in Tarnovo. No sooner had the Bolyars discovered the Tsar's throne empty than they began to squabble over it. The wisest of the Bolyars reminded the others that the kingdom was still threatened by both Mongols. From among their ranks, the Bolyars found a warrior.
Yea? Ready.
Betrayed by Georgi Terter, Ivайло returned to Tarnovo, but the gates were barred to him. His men finally gave up hope. They returned to their fields, their uprising in Ivайло's, but Ivайло could not forget. As he stood powerless before the city's walls, the weight of his fate, he had defied all odds. He had not just challenged a Tsar, a Khan, and an emperor, but had upset the very... With these thoughts, Ivайло took the greatest risk of his life. Perhaps blinded by his ambition, or blinded by his hope, Ivайло turned to his enemy for help. He sought redemption.
Вашу показу.
Bring me the head of that renegade Bardokfor. Bring me the head of that renegade Bardokfor.
Ivайло, it is me, Kasim. I will go my own way to Nogai Khan and meet you there. I have made arrangements with one Radu Negro. He will help you cross the Carpathians.
You must be the Tsar that Kasim Bey spoke of. You do not look as impressive as he made you seem. Come, I have a camp. The Hungarians oppress my people. Help me overthrow the oligarch Roland Borsa and you will have a way out of the mountains. My monk can speak to some of the villagers to start a revolt, but we must be cautious. The Hungarians will crush any overt military force.
Тотчас долаю. Понятно. Тотчас долаю.
A Roman banner. Looks like your rival. Eat with Nogai.
Spod, понятно.
Now we must be very careful with this villager.
Делаю.
We must begin gathering resources for a rebellion under the very noses of the Hungarians.
Приказание. Заждительница.
Приказания во имя Господне.
We have crippled the Hungarian supply lines. Thank you, Tsar.
Da.
No matter what happens to your people, you have helped free Wallachia. Take comfort in that. Now, go to Nogai Khan.
Speak! I come to you, exalted Khan, on bended knee so that my people have a chance to be free once more. I ask for your support against those who enslave my people.
You are not the first Tsar come to grovel at Nogai's feet, but you have twice the manhood of this Ivan Asen. The great Khan has joined the ancestors. Nogai cannot war until a successor sits in the golden tent. You will raid Kiev and Crimea in Nogai's name. Do this, and Nogai will consider your request.
Аз готова. Сделаю. Тотчас сделаю. Здравствуйте. Да. Тотчас сделаю. Заждительница. Заждительница. Аз готова. Заждительница. Да, заждительница. Приказания. Здрав правильно. Заждительница. Аз готова. Заждительница. Да, правильно. Заждительница.
Да, приказания.
Speak! Exalted Khan, I have done what you have asked. Against my wishes, I have murdered innocent men and women so that you will favor me and Bulgaria will be free once again.
You are an honorable warrior, but honor alone does not make men free. Come into the tent and tell Nogai why he should favor you.
The One-Eyed Khan ordered a feast for Ivайло and Ivan arguments on why he should support one over the other. Then, the One-Eyed Khan ordered a feast for Ivайло and Ivan arguments on why he should support one over the other. Then, having heard enough, Nogai, in that moment, it is said that Nogai's guards seized Ivайло and murdered him. The body was taken away, but I am not so sure that was the end of our hero. In the years since, Ivайло has appeared again in many places and many times. Wherever the downtrodden have the courage to fight for freedom and justice, I can see you're confused. I know you're thinking, what does this pig-herding Tsar have to do with me? You were very young then. A mere baby when I wrapped you in your swaddling clothes and carried you here. It was on the day when the Emperor,